It's 8:31. Existing home sales continue to rise. The price of homes spiking, and so is new construction. With mortgage rates on the rise, people looking to buy a new home may think they better do it now. But our friend Peter Murphy from Home Encounter has a different take on things. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, first of all, you've got something, a trend you're seeing, a theory on a trend.
A theory on a trend.
A theory on a trend, but it's interesting.
Yeah, how squishy does that sound? But I think there's some good evidence for it. What we've watched over the last little while is this dramatic decrease in home inventory on the market. It's one of those things that have driven prices up. As you know, hardly any homes to buy, so what is available is selling for higher and higher prices.
And these are being bought up, we've talked about this before, by investors.
Yes, investors are buying up lots of product, and of course there's new demand from owner-occupants too, and they're buying up everything that's out there because there's not all that much out there. Well, what we've noticed over the last couple of weeks, which is worth noting, we think, is that at auction, lenders who have been foreclosing on these properties are now starting to sell these with less frequency. They're starting to take them back themselves. And what it looks like to us might be happening is that the lenders are stockpiling this inventory so that they can then sell it themselves on the MLS a couple months from now, as soon as they get the title from the courthouses. So this is a really interesting trend, because what we might see from this is a resurgence of inventory here locally. More homes coming on the market in that REO or foreclosure status being offered to the public to buy, and so we might just see a little bit of easing to the inventory shortage problem we've had. That's going to do two things. It's going to create more product for people to buy, and it potentially is going to soften prices ever so slightly, because we're going to see more homes on the market to buy, a little bit more product for people to choose from, and home prices softening.
And one of the things we've talked about here before, that especially first-time home buyers, it's been tough because the investors have been scooping them up.
That's right.
And outbidding them, so maybe that may be changing a little.
Well, you know, it's no promise that the investors won't be there trying to buy that stuff too. But since there's going to be more of it, there's more chances for that first-time home buyer, that owner-occupant, to buy it up. So maybe don't rush out and buy just yet. There might be more product a couple of months from now for you to choose from. So maybe wait a couple of months.
Great. Good. Thanks for telling us that. All right, 4 things to never consider when buying a home.
Yeah, you know, everyone always asks us, what should I do to buy a home? But there's a lot of things you shouldn't consider when buying a home. And one of those things that we're hearing a lot of right now as the end of the year approaches is calendar deadlines. Everyone's pushing you to buy by the end of the year or buy by January. And let me just tell you that if you're buying because a calendar deadline is approaching and not because you found the perfect home for you, you should know that's akin to insanity. Never buy just because a deadline's coming if you haven't found the right house. Wait and find the right house first, and don't let anyone pressure you because of an impending deadline. The same thing goes for interest rates. Everyone talks about interest rates getting ready to rise. You better hurry out and buy a home. That's also a bad reason to go and buy a home. Now, if you found the perfect home, then don't delay. Go out and buy it right now. Lock in your interest rates before it does rise. But if you haven't found that perfect home, don't go and rush to find something imperfect just because of the threats of interest rate increases. It's a bad idea.
All right, keep going.
Number 3, pressures to buy before something is gone. Everyone talking about inventory drying up or a new home community drying up. Don't just rush and buy because you've got pressure from someone else. Again, pressure is not a good reason to make a smart, logical decision. And number 4, a small and silly one, but something significant. When people tell you that something is coming to the area and you should buy real estate in that area, you need to check twice. There has been plenty of reasons where times where people have been wrong in buying a home because of pending future development. Make sure you check very carefully before you rush out and spend your money on a rumor. 4 important reasons.
Great stuff today.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to have you as always.
Always good to be here.